I'm Joe Day, and I'm at the scene of the Colorado Peak Fire between Cochiti and Santa Fe. It was first spotted Wednesday afternoon, and now, about 24 hours later, is about 80% contained. I and several other journalists from the area were taken here by public information officials from the U.S. Forest Service. We were supplied with green fireproof pants, yellow fireproof shirts, hard hats, and emergency shelter equipment. Chris Stevens is the IC, or Incident Commander, which means that he's in charge of battling this fire.
Right now we'll go with about 80% containment, but like I said, we do have what we would call shaky containment right now. We do have line all the way around it, but definitely not going to call it fully contained till probably sometime end of shift tomorrow.
What about acreage burned?
Last I heard from the aircraft was 269.
How many people do you have working on this fire?
Right now we have about 140. Yep. And we'll probably keep that number throughout the day and into tomorrow. Probably midday tomorrow we'll start releasing some folks, as long as everything holds the way it is so far. Still under investigation. Yeah, there was some lightning in the area real close by, but there was also quite a bit of human traffic out here as well.
What I'm seeing is a desolate landscape, with its juniper and pinon pretty much burned to the ground. Tufts of smoke rise from the ground, and firefighters in their green pants, yellow shirts, and hard hats are putting out those hot spots. Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Brandon.
Brandon, what have you been doing here?
Well, we've been mopping up about 100 feet in. It's kind of difficult because of the winds. It's pushing smoke over our line.
When you say mopping up, what do you mean?
We're stirring the dirt, looking for hot spots, any kind of embers, just trying to knock them out.
How long have you been doing this?
7th season.
It's hot work.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. I like it.
Why do you like it?
Gets me out of the house.
What's your name, please?
Chris Graves.
And how long have you been doing this, Chris?
7 years. I like the traveling portion. You get to see a lot of different country, different guys every year. You build new relationships. You become almost like a family with these guys for the whole summer, and I don't know, it's kind of what keeps me coming back, is camaraderie and the job. Just like doing it.
And you watch each other's backs, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
That's a big part of it, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
Yep.
It's dangerous work. It can be dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on who you ask.
If you don't do it right.
If you don't do it right. I mean, you can ask someone off the streets, they'll say it's an extremely dangerous job, but the amount of safety control measures, hazard control measures we put in place, we mitigate a lot of those hazards.
My name is Margaret Hangan, Hangan. I am the acting district ranger for the Espanola Ranger District of the Santa Fe National Forest.
So you're basically in charge of this fire?
I'm in charge of the district. The incident commander is actually in charge of the fire. He has control of the fire because that's his job, but he technically works for me.
What are we looking at now?
This is actually a helicopter, and it's slinging in water that they've dipped from a local source. I'm not exactly sure where this was dipped from, but they're bringing it in, and they're going to drop it in specific targets that they're directed to drop it in. And so as part of the cleanup from a fire like this, the crews will go through and they will actually put out those hot spots, because they will be smoldering for a long period of time, and when the wind comes up, they can actually reignite.
And the wind's picking up now.
The wind is picking up right now. So that's what these guys are doing. As you can see them, they're walking kind of in a line together, and they're walking through looking for hot spots. They have shovels and tools, and as they see the hot spots, they'll actually take shovels and put dirt on them and put them out to make sure that it does not reignite.
For KSFR News at the Colorado Peak Fire, this is Joe Day reporting.